Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rebecca K back at you with video number 7. Okay, now you've probably been wondering what gives. I mean, we've been going over this thing and that thing and whatever, and I haven't really said much about exercise or eating habits. That's all going to change because I was going to start with something real simple, leg lifts, twists, something simple. But then I realized that if I do that, some people can't do a leg lift to this. Some people can't do a leg lift to this. It's all dependent on the person and what your ability to do. Now, before I continue and go on, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And share it on social media anywhere. If you have a Twitter, an Instagram, a Facebook, share it. Share it on YouTube. Share it with your friends. But anyway, so the thing is, movement is very important with your body. And if you don't know how to move each part of your body, that can be very difficult to, when I'm saying to move something, if you can't move that part of your body, you're not going to understand it, and you're not going to be able to do so. And that means you have to have movement in each part of your body. Now, this is our second week of no chips and soda. I've been cheating, but not for you guys to cheat. Do what I say, not what I do. That's how we follow this thing. Yeah. So I want to go back to the beginning. Our body is the temple of God, and we got to take care of it in order to honor God with our bodies. So, as a dancer, which I've done for years, I learned about the movements our body makes. And most people think if you're going to move your feet, you move your whole body. It's not how things work. Everything is connected, yes, but you can move one part of your body without moving every part of your body. So this video is actually called Let's All Move. And I know it sounds like a campaign that was done a few years ago by former President Obama's wife, but it's not the same thing. So the thing is, you have to start with the head. You move your head in a circle. You go front, side, back, and side. You might hear a little bit of cracking, but that's completely normal. Now you can move your shoulders without moving, well, that's actually a rib cage. Your shoulders without moving your head, and then the rib cage without moving the rest, and then your hips, and then so on and so forth, your knees, and then your feet above all. But the thing is, when you start moving, you have to have control over each part of your body in order to do things correctly. Now, something I learned this week, well, last couple of weeks actually, the scale, which was very important, which we talked about. If you stand with your feet separated, it'll give you a reading. If you stand with your feet like this, it'll give you a different reading. So you have to be sure that every time you weigh yourself, you stand in one position. It could be this way or it could be this way. I prefer this way because I think it's more accurate. And you have to stand the same way every time to get the right reading. Now, I started, before I started this diet, I was 142 pounds, according to the doctor. I had like my shoes and stuff, so I'd say maybe 140. Now, I didn't have a phone in my pocket or anything, so there was no extra weight. My bag was on the chair, so it was just my clothing. So maybe I was 140. Now I have my scale right here. I'm going to stand on it, and I'm going to tell you guys what it says. Now remember, you always stand properly, and you have to stay still with these things because they don't always work. Okay. Now, the scale says 131, which is awesome because, I was 142 and now 131. That's like 11, 12 pounds right there. Sometimes it gave me a different reading earlier, so I was excited, but I was standing a little differently. But the point is, you want to get as accurate a reading as you can. So, the point I'm trying to make is that when you're moving your body, you want to move it in a way that's healthy for you. And exercises can start as easy as the head, like I just said. You make a circle with your head, the shoulders up and down, the rib cage, and those exercises are so easy to start. And if you want to start with those this week, we can do that. So I would do maybe about 5 to 10 repetitions of the circle with the head. I would do 5 this way, and then 5 that way. So it would go right, forward, left, back, and then I would do left, back, right, and forward. So You can switch it up. If you want to start like the shoulders, you know, you do 5 of each side. The rib cage, some people cannot move their rib cage without like doing other things. So if it's easier, you can twist to 5 and then 5 this way. Or you could interchange it, maybe about 10 repetitions. And as far as the legs go, you can sit in a chair or table like I'm doing and just lift and 5 on each leg. I mean, those are the first exercises I'm going to give you because they're really, really simple to do. Now, aside from cutting out soda and chips, I want to encourage you guys to drink more water. Now, I know some people don't like water. Now, flavored water is okay, but I'm going to give you guys a little tip. The best way to drink flavored water is see something that has the least amount of sugar or calories, or add fruit to your own water. Like if I go to a restaurant and they give you a water, I ask for some lemon to squeeze in the water. So it gives it some flavor, but it's still natural. See, because some of the infused waters in the store have so much sugar and so much stuff in it that you don't really need that. You know, but if you like lemon like I do, buy a couple of lemons and squirt a little lemon juice in there. If you like strawberries, cut up a couple of strawberries, throw them in, you know, a couple of cucumbers, whatever you like, you can throw into your water. Now, if you have to buy infused water, I go with the company called Nice. It does have quite a bit of sugar, but it's delicious and I can drink it. But some of you like flavored salsa, go with that. You know, some other companies, you know, that make out there, just go with what works for you. I've tried Poland Spring water with lemon. I don't really like it, but that's just me. I don't like certain waters. So, you know, some people like the bubbles. I don't really like the carbonated water. I mean, not carbonated soda, but water, not for me. But yeah, I want to encourage you guys to drink more water. And I know I'm adding another rule besides the chips and soda, but if you're taking out chips and soda, then you need to add something, and water is probably the best. But I just want to, you know, encourage you guys to start a little exercise like I showed you, and, you know, to add the water. Now, you can weigh yourself, because if we're starting this exercise thing and water drinking, we should really weigh ourselves beforehand. I told you I was 142 and now the scale says 131, but, you know. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to, you know, drink more water, keep, you know, no chips and soda, and, you know, keep going with this thing. And please do not get discouraged. I get discouraged a lot, and it's not good. And discouragement doesn't help when you're trying to do something healthy. So it's a catch-22 sometimes. But we can do this, and we will do this. And I guess the other thing I wanted to say was, you know, when you stop drinking soda and eating chips, there's going to come a time where you won't want them. And I'm going to explain this. I used to drink Coke every day, like literally every day, sometimes 2 bottles a day, which was so bad for me. A couple weeks ago, I went to get Coke at the store instead of the ginger ale, and I felt sick after drinking it. My body just simply did not want it anymore. Go figure. So when you start cutting out bad things and putting good things in your body, your body's going to slowly reject the bad stuff. And not to freak anyone out, but if you drink Coke, Coca-Cola, go on YouTube and check out uses for Coca-Cola, and you'll find out what Coca-Cola does to things, and just imagine what it's doing to your body. I mean, there are things that Coke has done, like, you know, old rusted pennies, they make them look like brand new, cleans toilets, tubs. I mean, the stuff that Coca-Cola can do to stuff, I just can't imagine putting that in my body again. Like, what was it doing to my stomach all this time? So, I'm just letting you know that. But before I go, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next time on video number 8. And we're going to start with healthy eating habits, just because that's the next thing on my list. And I'll see you all the next time. So, Rebecca out.